Welcome. This is That Exciting Dude with Snap Podcast, Sports News and Predictions. All right, we're going to roll right into the news of the action, and that is... First off, hopefully I have worked out my mic situation. I guess I got a lot of feedback from a few folks that my voice was very low. I don't know why. Maybe it's the background noise was a little too much. I don't know what went on. But, yeah, hopefully I have it figured out. And we'll go from there. And we'll see what this week does. But before we get on to the NFL action, today was opening day of hockey. Actually, yesterday was. I'm going to throw in some hockey, just the weekly hockeys. I can't say I'm going to be doing it for the whole season, but I will be throwing in some hockey action as far as picks for the week for the games. Maybe I'll string it out good and keep that rolling, but definitely we're going to do the NFL from here on out. As I said in the last podcast, I did miss a few weeks just due to unforeseen circumstances. But, yeah. All right, here we go. Looking back at Week 5. Let's see. Yep, looking back at Week 5, on last Thursday, on the 7th, I picked the Rams. They did win. Going to Sunday, Jets versus Atlanta. I did pick Atlanta. They won. Green Bay and Cincinnati. I picked Green Bay. They did win. I picked Detroit over Minnesota. They did not win. Denver and Pittsburgh. I picked Denver. They did not win. Miami at Tampa Bay. I picked Tampa Bay. They won. New Orleans at Washington. I picked Washington. They did not win. Philadelphia at Carolina. I picked Carolina. They did not win. Let's see where we at next. Tennessee and Jacksonville. I picked Tennessee. They did win. New England at Houston. I picked Houston. Nope, I picked New England. Sorry. They did win. Chicago at Las Vegas. I picked Las Vegas. They did not win. Cleveland at the Chargers. I picked Cleveland. They did not win. Giants at the Dallas. I picked Dallas. They did win. San Francisco at Arizona. I picked Arizona. And Arizona won. Buffalo at Kansas City. I picked Buffalo. And Buffalo won. And for the Monday night game, Indianapolis Colts at Baltimore. I picked Indy. This is kind of my star package one. I always do a star every week, kind of like an upset win type of ordeal. And it almost was if you watch the game. But Baltimore came back and they won. All right. No longer need that sheet. I need to find a pen so we can get things in writing for week number 6. All right. If you haven't already, hopefully you got a drink nearby because it's hydration time. Alrighty, all times are in Eastern Standard Time. I'll try my best to not be a broken record in that and repeat it all the time. But here we go. So Thursday, tomorrow, October 14th at 8:20 p.m. we have Tampa Bay at Philadelphia. You gotta go Philly or Tampa Bay on this. All right, so then Sunday. All right, let's try this again. Sunday, October 17th at 9:30 a.m. So I assume that's a London game. We have Miami versus Jacksonville. It's kind of a hard one. These are two teams that are not doing well at all. You know what? I'm going to give Jacksonville their first W. We'll go with Jacksonville. Green Bay at Chicago. We're going to go Green Bay. And the Green Bay and Chicago game, that is 1 p.m. These games are 1 p.m. until I tell you otherwise. Cincinnati at Detroit. Gotta go Cincinnati. Houston at the Indianapolis Colts. Man, that's kind of a hard one. Those are two very rough teams. You never know what's going to happen because that's the NFL. You just never know what's going to happen. I'm going to go Houston on this one. LA Rams at the New York Giants. I have to go LA Rams on this one. Kansas City at Washington. I think after their disappointing loss with Buffalo, I think they got their stuff together. And I'm going to go Kansas City. Minnesota at Carolina. I'm going to go Carolina in this one. LA Chargers at Baltimore. Man, this is just another one of those that you just never know. I'm going to go Chargers. All right, for the next one. The next one is the only 4:05 p.m. game on Sunday, and that is Arizona at Cleveland. I have to go Arizona. Las Vegas at Denver. Man, this is another one of those that, you just don't know what's going to go on. Man. You know what? I'm going to pick this as my star game. I really think that Las Vegas is going to win, but I'm going to pick Denver anyway. And that's a 4:25 p.m. game. And the next 4:25 p.m. game is Dallas at New England. Ooh, this is a toughie. Dallas is Dallas a contender team? I've always said that Dallas is kind of like the Lions 2.0. But the difference with Dallas is they get out of their rut. The Lions, they're just stuck in their rut. Dallas and New England. Dallas, New England. I have to go Dallas on this one. Seattle and Pittsburgh is the 8:20 night game on Sunday. And, Pittsburgh's just been one of those teams that's kind of been flopping all over the place. Big Ben played stellar last week, but before that, it was like he didn't even show up. I think they lost a couple more before that. I think it's wishy-washy with Pittsburgh and Seattle. They're not much better. man, you just never know because, it's the NFL. You never know. I'm going to have to go. What am I going to put in pen? I'm going Pittsburgh. Then the Monday night game, which is Buffalo and at Tennessee. You have to go with Buffalo on the Monday night game. And that's an 8:15 p.m. game. You just have to. Yep. All right. Other news from around the NFL. I mean, I think it's big news. Everyone knows about it. Basically, the email that John Gruden had. He has stepped down from being the Raiders coach. Like I said, it's like so big that I don't think anyone has not heard about it in the sports world, especially if you pay attention to sports. I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to play the politics game of yes, no, up, down, left, right, circle, square. It's just a plain news. Just, John Gruden isn't the coach anymore for the Raiders. I feel like there was something else big that happened. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, nothing's sparking the interest. All right. Now, I'm going to switch to hockey. We are going to go through. Now, today, or last night, actually started the first set of games. Just 2 games. Pittsburgh at Tampa Bay and Seattle at Vegas. Obviously, we're doing this right now. I missed picking those 2. So they are not going to count, obviously, because those games are already decided. Which, if you didn't watch any of the hockey games, Pittsburgh Penguins won 6-2 over Tampa Bay. And then the late game, Seattle at Vegas. Vegas won 4-3. Alrighty, so now we have our Wednesday night matchup for tonight. We have Montreal at Toronto. I'm gonna go Toronto on this one. New York at Washington. I'm gonna go Washington. Chicago at Colorado. This is gonna be a good game. I know it's only 1 out of the 82, but I'm going Chicago on this one. Vancouver at Edmonton. I'm going to go Edmonton. Winnipeg at Anaheim. I'm going to go Anaheim. And that's for your Wednesday night games. And this is for NHL. We are talking NHL. My beloved Red Wings do not start on opening day or the second day. But they do finally play on Thursday. So moving on to Thursday. Montreal at Buffalo. We're going to go Montreal. Toronto at Ottawa. We're going to go Toronto. Pittsburgh at Florida. We're going to go Pittsburgh. Dallas at New York Rangers. Gotta go Dallas. New York Islanders at Carolina Hurricanes. We're going to go Carolina. Arizona at Columbus. We're going to go Columbus. Tampa Bay at Detroit. Oh, and they just lost tonight, too. They're going to be over that anger. I got to go with Detroit right off the bat. I have to give them a little love. Seattle at Nashville. I watched a little bit of tonight's game of the Seattle and Vegas, and I don't think they were looking too horrible. I'm going to go with Seattle. Then we have Vegas at Los Angeles. I'm going to go with Vegas. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, and that is it for the Thursday games. Now on a Friday, we have just a couple games. Alright, for Friday, we have Chicago at New Jersey. We're going to go Chicago. We got Vancouver at Philly. We're going to go Vancouver. Minnesota at Anaheim. We're going to go Minnesota. And that's for Friday's games for the NHL. Now we have Saturday. We have a big pocket of games on Saturday. I think everybody is almost playing. At least it looks like everyone's playing. We have Arizona at Buffalo. We're going to go Buffalo. We have New York Islanders at Florida Panthers. We're going to go with Florida. Dallas at Boston. Ooh, I'm going to go Dallas. Ottawa at Toronto. Yeah, I'm going to go Toronto. New York Rangers at Montreal. We're going to go the Rangers. Vancouver at Detroit. Oh, I'm actually going to go Vancouver on this one. Chicago at Pittsburgh. I go to Chicago. Tampa Bay at Washington. I'm going to go Washington. Seattle at Columbus. I'm going Seattle. Carolina at Nashville. I'm going to go Nashville. St. Louis at Colorado. Going Colorado. Calgary at Edmonton. I'm going to go Edmonton. Winnipeg at San Jose. We're going to go Winnipeg in that one. Then Minnesota at Los Angeles for the last game for Saturday. And I'm going to go with Minnesota. And then for Sunday, October 17th, looks like we have one game competing with the NFL. And that is Dallas at Ottawa, which I'm going to have to go Dallas. Alright, now we have Monday. Next week, Monday the 18th, we have... Oh, it didn't do the logo, so I don't know if it's New York Islanders or if it's Toronto, or it just says New York. Didn't print off the logo. So it's New York Islanders or the Rangers at Toronto. We're just going to go Toronto. We have Seattle at Philly. We're going to go with Seattle. Anaheim at Calgary. We'll go Anaheim. St. Louis at Arizona. Let's go St. Louis. Now I am going to quickly look and see what game is that New York one. Since the logo did not print next to that name. All right, let's see here. We need schedule. And that would be the Rangers. I'm just going to type it in so I know it's the Rangers. I still pick Toronto anyway. But that's it for hockey until next week. Well, and into Monday next week. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do hockey every day all the time. I might do it on a weekly basis maybe. Maybe I will do a little bit here and there. I really haven't decided what I'm going to do. But I figured, you know what, it's the start. It's opening week. So, why not? We're going to get it rolling. We're going to have fun. I am a hockey person. Alright. All right, we're going to end the podcast with scrolling through some Twitters and just taking away from some headlines or some tweets, what do you want to call them. I mean, it's tweets, but I'll just say it's what people are saying within the tweets. Yeah, we're just going to share from there. So first up, we have from around the NFL, the Seahawks are working out veteran quarterback Blake Bortles, per Tom Pelissero. So I guess with Geno starting and Wilson out, the backup to Geno is now Blake Bortles. I think it's a very solid choice. I mean, all three of those quarterbacks, Wilson being top dog, but he's out with that hand injury. All right, we're going to get rid of that one. What is next? It's another one from around the NFL. Steelers wide receiver James Washington is in line for an expanded role since Juju Smith-Schuster, he is out. I believe he's out for the rest of the season. Juju is, that is. So, reading this, I would probably be a good, smart choice, since I have Juju on two of my fantasy teams, to probably pick up this James Washington if he's not already taken. But there's that one. And the last one, it's from Pat McAfee. And this is actually a quote from his Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. And it's from Rodgers speaking. And it says, I love rebooting narratives that are incredibly false. There was a narrative that used during the Deflategate that I like balls overinflated, but all I ever told Phil Simms was I can't throw a flat ball. And to go on about that, from what I remember listening to this as I was on to work yesterday, was obviously talking about the Deflategate and all that, and I supposedly this Phil obviously is over embellished Aaron Rodgers liking deflated balls, when in fact he really likes inflated balls at the PSI of, he said, between 13.1 and like 13.5 for the PSI, but I think like the regulation is like right at 13, but a lot of refs put them, he said, like at 12.8 or right at 13. So like, and ever since then, I guess this Phil Simms always talks about how Aaron likes them flat. It was something to that if I remember correctly. But yeah, so that's the last tweet. Probably not the greatest one. Let's see what we can find for a last one here. Oh, it does not help when I... Let's see what's the latest thing in my feed that is sports related. All right, TJ Lang. Let's see, what does he say? He says, anyone else have a dog that tore an ACL? Question mark. Recommend surgery? Question mark. He's about 90 pounds. Ouch. Looks like a dog with an injury. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's try and find one more. Let's see. Oh, let's get some music going in the background. Alright, Ian Rappaport. This is going to be the last one. Ian Rappaport says, the Seahawks are releasing former starting quarterback Trey Flowers, source said, a move that he recently requested. An experienced corner with 4 years of starting experience is now available. Cornerback Trey Flowers. I think Trey Flowers. I think he came from Detroit. We're gonna quickly look up his stats here. We gotta look up. Oh, let's see. I just want the Trey Flowers. Oh, what's his stats? No, he's been with the Hawks the whole time. But you know what? This would not be a bad pickup for the Lions because they suck when it comes to their cornerbacks. Or else to say they can't keep them not injured for the few that they do have. Hopefully, Lions will pick up and do something with it. It'd be great if they did. But there is no guarantees because you never know what's going to happen in the NFL. Because that's the NFL and that's how it rolls in the NFL. Alright, doesn't look like anything really news in the NHL. Like I said, it's just starting. There's some injuries. I'm not going to go through a whole list of all the injuries. I'm not going to go through and be like, hey, that person's injured. I'm going to wait for now. The injured ones are going to be as they come, especially if it's like a big name. But all right, this is Snap Podcast, sports news and predictions, and I'll catch you next time.